Promise, really quick one this week. A little bit of history, a little bit of brief about the channel, what's happening, and reason why I've moved location. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Luke and welcome to Ranger Media, all things military. If it's something you'd like, please like and subscribe. It's going to be all things sort of how-to, so it gives people advice on how to join the army if they want to. But the main thing is it's a complete side thing away from the army. Army is my day job and my main job, but I use the hobby of videography and photography to sort of give people a better understanding of the services, particularly the infantry, and even more specifically One Royal Irish Regiment. For all you people who are come back and constantly come back, or subscribers, welcome back. As you can probably see, and this light is horrendous because right above my head, that complexion there, like that is someone who comes from a country that never sees any sun and loves potatoes. Right, anyway, you'll see that I've changed around. I'm currently on my travels. I did sort of mention that where I was going, so obviously the Carters, which is, if you're not sure what that is, it's like a courses that are ran within the infantry, so your snipers, assault pioneers, mortars, heavy machine guns, all that sort of stuff. So the specialisation jobs within the infantry, they have all been on them courses for the past 6 weeks now, so I came over to sort of do a bit of following around them. Everything was planned out, and no plan in the flipping military survives contact. That did not happen when I came over, and I ended up getting down. I went down to see wrecking and javelin and that sort of stuff. But the day then I got to go down, they weren't. They were at a different part of their exercise, which wasn't very tasty, which for you to see. I will, and I've got a lot of content from them, and I'll start piecing that together over the next couple of weeks, because there's a lot of it from all different sort of cameras and stuff, GoPros and phones. So I just need to pull all that in and get amongst that, so you get to see what that was all about. But anyway, yeah. So I went away on something else completely different. Went to an army conference. Army communications conference, don't know what you want to call it, like an innovation type thing. There's meant to be quite a lot of people there, but obviously ongoing stuff around the that couldn't happen at a better time. But obviously ongoing stuff that was happening around this sort of world led it to not everyone coming to that, but everyone had put a lot of work into getting there. I had only just sort of rocked up because I just found out about it like a couple of days beforehand, but a lot of other people had known a lot in advance, so there's a lot of stuff there. So this is everything across the army, so everything I've talked about all my inspiration sort of videos or reference the British Army. So like Pathfinders were there, obviously 16 air assault, 16 med reg were there, was it Dragoon Guards was there, what's that we call them, can't remember. They're there with their Coyote or Jackal, one of the two. The RLC chefs were there with sort of like new recipes, and so basically I'm going off. There was loads of people there, artillery there as well, sorry, with like VR goggles and all this sort of stuff. But I think the main sort of part of the whole conference was like innovation, so how people are innovating from the bottom up. Excuse me. So like the medics have done all this sort of new lighting systems. I'm not going to go too much into it, but anyway, really good, and it was really good to get round and speak and see everyone and seeing what the whole British Army is doing. Because like sometimes when you're in a corps or a regiment, you start to get sort of very narrow-minded within your own sort of little small team, and there's a lot of other stuff, a lot of other people doing a lot of good stuff out in the wider army. But anyway, long story short, because we do not want to turn this into another 30-minute video like last week, but so mainstream media or whoever was coming to do it couldn't get there. Army media couldn't get there. The sort of contractor media couldn't get there. So this call sign ended up being there with the sort of basic equipment with me that I was going to use to get the Carters. So I ended up filming it all, going round. So that then made me be able to go around each stand, and then because each person was giving me like not to me but to one of the officers there, briefing what their stand was about, and basically going through their stand what they would have been briefing to all the people coming to here to this camera. That's how I really got in-depth knowledge about what everything is happening within the army, and it's really it's class. Like there's one I found really interesting was, if you are in the military, please comment below. Do you know whenever you go on not exercise really, but on the range, and you get that packed lunch, and it's like a frozen D-shaped pasty or a sausage roll that's frozen, that's maybe got like a 100-year shelf life on it, a packet of Walker's crisps, an apple, and some sort of biscuit or yeah, it basically is just a biscuit. Isn't that it? There's nothing else Gucci in there, and basically that is meant to sustain you for lunchtime. And when you're on ranges, especially as like field firing or something, so you're like moving a lot, diving, ducking, fire positions, moving, and you're meant to put 100% into that type of stuff. So you would think we would be on good sort of high class lunch. Yes. Anyway, so that there was there, and people are innovating that, and that's changing now. And so the people were talking about that potentially could be changed by the end of this year, and it's really good stuff. You want to see all we've done there, all the correct nutrients and stuff that's going to get you in a nice slow releasing energy, and what exactly we need whenever we're out flipping doing the business all day. So that's gleaming. Artillery, there's class stuff there with VR. The PT core were doing really good stuff with sort of fitness apps and like heart rate monitors and stuff, which is this is the best. I really like this part where they've done this thing where it's on a big massive screen, and so you know that some people's fitnesses are all different. So gone are the days where everyone just goes 110%, because someone's 100% could be totally different than some. So someone could be like given 100%, but to someone else it may only be like they're 70%, so they're not getting the same sort of training out of it. But if you're constantly doing that, this person here who's consistently doing 100% at every PT session he's doing, or her, they're going to burn out, they're going to get injuries and whatnot. So it's about training smart, and these have all innovated, and they've got this new sort of technology, and you'll have a big massive screen in your PT hall. Your PT will be able to look at it and look at everyone's heart rate and be able to target fitness. So it's the same session, but everyone else be working on their own levels, but their own sort of 70% or their own 100%. It's just really training smart and using technology. So much down, it was class. Going off on a tangent. However, I can't fire that out in this channel yet, even though I've got it, because it's official stuff. That'll all go down to them, but I will definitely ask when it goes to whoever it needs to go to, can it come on here, or where's it going to go to, because there's some really gleaming interesting stuff. And if you're interested in joining the army in particular, you're going to get a real good insight from all them sort of different sort of corps and regiments who were there, showing what they've done to innovate and change things. Gleaming. Right, anyway, so and this weekend I'm with mortars and artillery. They're going to be doing live firing on Sunday, so follow me on Instagram to see that sort of live updates off that, and then I'll be using the content created there through onto next week. Also, a Paddy's Day video is going to come up soon as well. It's a brief sort of overview of one of the battles that took place on Paddy's Day 2 or 3 years ago on the historical chariot race of 2014, 15 it could have been. Can't remember, but it was carnage. Anyway, I think we were the ones. So you ever seen the Purge film? Yeah, have so. So I think the Royal Irish, we invented that. That's our Paddy's Day. Anyway, more to come in a different video. So yes, the artillery and the mortar stuff this weekend. I'll try and do a vlog sort of thing there. Try and get speaking to the guys who've went all the way through the Carter, and they're now about to do a joint fire exercise with the artillery to see their thoughts and where they've come from start to finish, and bring all into sort of next week. So that's all next week. Cool, right, as you can see, and I probably don't have even mention it now, I can't remember if I did mention it at the very start, we have sort of moved because I'm on them travels. So what I've gone into now, obviously if you've seen, I think it was last week, was it, the Sergeant Laba Laba, the sort of Legends video, I can't remember what it was. Right, anyway, so this is it's a bit of a follow-up to it. So our regiment, so One Royal Irish then is doing One Royal Irish, that's the battalion. The Royal Irish Regiment is sort of rebranding at the minute, coming into that sort of modern era. There's this a small video then, it was made for the regiment, and it is brief sort of talk about the history of our regiment. So the colonel of the regiment will give a bit of a brief. There's another couple of other actors in there, a couple of cheesy sort of head movements as such. Right, that wasn't me, but anyway, yeah. So for anyone who doesn't really know that much about the regiment, this is a really gleaming video, and I did say I was going to bring you some stuff history into the channel, which is still going to do. We're going to start picking off the sort of VC winners and that, but this one here is a great broad sort of brushed overview of all the different regiments that came to make who we are today, and all the sort of battle honours and what makes it so historic. So it's a gleaming wee video. I'm going to throw it in now. Believe it or not, about 10 minutes. It's good. This is a new camera, so if you didn't watch the last couple of videos, I have got another sponsor now. Better camera. I've got an iPhone on there with a timer. No more 30-minute videos. I'm on 10 minutes now. This next one is going to throw in, it's going to be 5 minutes, so the key 16 minutes is in there. Happy days. Right, anyway, I will leave you to watch this short video. Please throw any sort of comments into the comment section on what you think of it. Share it on if you like it, and I will see you again next week for a nice big main video, not 30 minutes, so see you then.
The British Army continues to adjust to meet the needs of our rapidly changing times, to be ready for the future, and to continue to defend the nation. And the Royal Irish Regiment, as an integral and unique part of the Army, must also evolve to stay ahead and to lead the way. But why are we unique? Well, we're the last of our line. 100 years ago, there were 8 Irish Line infantry regiments. 60 years ago, there were 3, and now there's only 1. And we are the only regiment in the British Army with a gallantry award presented collectively by the Sovereign. And Up Banner saw the Ulster Defence Regiment serve for 22 years through the dark days of the Troubles, a period of unmatched, unbroken operational service. No other regiment in the British Army saw its entire formed strength invade Europe on D-Day. Half by landing craft across the beaches, and half onto the landing zones by glider. And that was the 1st and the 2nd Battalions of the Royal Ulster Rifles. Looking further back, our regiment captured the first Imperial Eagle ever seized from Napoleon's legions. And that feat was achieved by Sergeant Patrick Masterson of Roscommon and of the 87th Royal Irish Fusiliers. And at that battle was born our regimental motto and battle cry, Fogabala. At the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, the 27th Royal Inniskilling Fusiliers, our oldest regimental ancestors, marched for 2 days and 2 nights, arriving on the battlefield just in time to save the centre of the Duke of Wellington's line. And the shamrock badge that we wear on our arm is unique in that it is as worn by the 38th Irish Brigade in North Africa, Sicily, and Italy in the Second World War.
Hearing about our troops fighting in Helmand, Afghanistan, is what truly inspired me to join the Royal Irish. In my eyes, what they went through is what makes true heroes. I'm lucky enough to have served with some of these soldiers who are now in more senior positions within the regiment. They are the regiment's living history. To see their impact on how we have grown and continue to grow is incredible.
The regiment wants to celebrate all of these achievements, both old and new. They make us what we are. They have shaped us. But what are we? Well, we're necessarily tough and uncompromising in battle, but we can switch from ferocity to compassion in an instant. And despite people coming from all over the world to join us, we keep a uniquely Irish character.
When you join this band of brothers and sisters, all of this uniqueness and all of this history becomes yours, and in turn, you become part of this history.
So our changes will make more of our heritage and of the symbols that identify us and bind us together. We will continue to wear the shamrock, the corbeen, or harp and crown cap badge, but we will change other aspects of our look. The black and green sign of the Royal Ulster Rifles and our service to airborne forces is important to us. Operation Banner, the conspicuous gallantry cross, are important to us. And the word Ranger is important to us. We were the first to adopt the title Warrior in our recruiting efforts. Then, many followed. Now the time has come once again to lead the way. No one else can copy our new hashtag because no one else has the right or privilege to call themselves Ranger. It's a word that carries a lot of weight, and we understand and respect its legacy. But it's also a word that will project our strengths onto the world stage. I'm really excited to see it brought forward into our new social media hashtag, #IrishRanger, and I know it's a feeling that I share with my fellow soldiers.
So we will change our hashtag and we will change our look, drawing more fully on our past to set the course for the future. Our new regimental flag is based on the Royal Ulster Rifles' Second World War black and green shoulder flash. Our Pipe Major's pipe banner will fly an embroidered conspicuous gallantry cross, and the champion company in each battalion will hold the title Banner Company for the year. These are small but really meaningful changes with which our entire regimental family can identify. And we're excited by these changes, a refresh drawn from the best of our history, reassuring our veterans that their service is recognised in today's regiment, inspiring those who serve today, and encouraging a younger generation of men and women to come and be part of this unique organisation. And in doing so, to find purpose, comradeship, and lifelong confidence. Fogabala.